Alright, saw a lot of posts about this other curse seed here in Dusk's hue, so thought I could give it a shot here. Looks like it's Tinglicious has beaten it. Pretty high score. 77k, yeah, that's probably like very early flying kill. But it has taken everybody else out here. Many of them early, that's interesting. I mean, I guess Tethys is prone to that. Though I would typically expect that in like Hellhorned as the, the classic Tethys plus unusable unit scenario. I mean, don't get me wrong, Umbra sucks, but usually I can't think of too many scenarios. Like, there's Shadow Siege, but I can't think of any other unit that would be like straight up unplayable. So if you're like forced to an Umbra unit, for example, I guess we'll see though. See what's in store for us. Okay, Space Prism. Starters are definitely good. Okay, it is Umbra. That is probably why. So, Space Prism probably not so good if it's Umbra. We really hope that there's unit trials. Because usually Space Prism is going to be good if I could get a bunch of Sirens on the floor, for example. So yeah, the double forced Umbra. Well, I may not even go for this if there's a good Hellvent, because Umbras are that bad, but we'll see. Well, anyway, let's get to it here. I mean, the starters are just decent, though. So, I mean, Ice Storm is right now not good, but if I can get an upgrade, that'd be nice. Okay, Talos the Pusher is hard. I suppose if I'm stuck with like an alloy construct, that could be a problem. Though there's if we get it, the first thing, I can't even self-infuse it. I was gonna say I could Hellvent it, but there's double no things. We'll see. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm starting to see it here. I'm starting to see what might happen, because it's Planks. We should pick up morsels if they're offered, let's put it that way. We could be pretty screwed otherwise. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to see it. Ugh, no Frostbite either. There is the Titan's Grat with Handheld Totem. Conduit also makes less sense when there's, potentially no Stygian unit until Ring 4. That could be a problem. So do I just start Handheld Totem? Certainly would save me HP potentially in the first few rings, because Conduit is so bad early. I mean, really, really bad. Though, I guess the worst case scenario is we face stuff that can't be planked / get armor trial that is like a unit draft. Just trying to think, like, if that's the case, we definitely want Handheld Totem. Yeah, I think we got a doozy ahead of us. Hellvent is horrible too. At least the final one is good. I'm just trying to think how many magics I'm hitting here, so I'm probably skipping that Hellvent most likely, but we'll see. That's a good magic, 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 okay. So we're hitting a lot of magics. I'm just trying to think, like, let's say I do end up with some incant stuff. Am I going to be that sad that I don't have Conduit? Because I can do a lot of cost reductions. I think that means we go Spell, Weakness, Totem, whatever you call it. I hate these type of starts, though. So this is Sin of Shadow, which is Scourges, but I am sweeping Tethys. Tempted just to take the Hell's Banners, because Sin herself sucks. Hell's Banners doesn't suck. This is a rare scenario where I skip the boons. Because I got the boons here anyway, and I'd probably want to take that. It only affects, it could affect some boss. Only affects a fight that we're pretty good into anyway, wave-wise, but it could give lifesteal to Scourge Boss, which is annoying. I think we take it, though. Alright, we get the worst of both worlds. Cool. Definitely can't do spikes, I can tell you that. I mean, I could. I have to kind of go mid, probably, with Tethys. I don't know, ideally bottom, but definitely not taking spikes in either of those cases. See, this is where almost Conduit would even be better here, but I don't know. They're like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, essentially. It's not a unit trial, so I already have gold. Like, probably just don't take this. Sad. Alright, no planks. It's always fun. I can take 2 of them out, though. So the sharded up guy will be next wave. Like, I could just put him down, kill 3 of them, but then he's stuck there with 3 health. I think that's fine. I want to get to the bottom here if I can. Alright. Plink. Link. Well, I think we'll just go like that. I don't want to redraw that when I really need to find, you know, good stuff for the redraw. Let's see. We'll get extra energy anyway. Suppose I could also put that lifesteal one in front. Alright, we really hope to find either Titan's Grat here, otherwise that would be just our luck. Alright, we get it. Boom. Okay. I want both of them together. Well, I guess the question is which... I did take spell weakness, so... That's where Conduit would have... Man. I was really hoping... I mean, I still can proc that every now and then with Titan's Grat. It's probably a crit builder. I just know that, like, the next one is going to have another crit builder, but no offering token, because that's how this always works. But if I'm stuck with one or the other, we'll take that one. Ooh, this is tough. Ah, man. This is tough, because, like, I want all 3 of these. As we've determined, Merchant of Magics are pretty spicy past Ring 3, but I foresee Ring 3 being potentially pretty difficult if I were to take apparels, which is pretty useless for me up until then. But like, we have an incredibly high chance of getting holdover on apparels for the rest of the run. Well, we got 2 out of 3 chance to get a unit draft at the next thing. Obviously, if I can get a Stygian unit, the Perils is massively better typically. Mind Collapse is also just good removal. But the Pack of Morsels gives me an option to feed a Umbra unit, which it looks like I'm going to be stuck with at least for Ring 2. I'm pretty sure it's Packed Morsels, unfortunately. I mean, even the holdover Perils still, like, I don't know. It's not, like, that good if I don't find... you know, it is kind of interesting. Post-DLC, I don't find myself... You know, if I think back to pre-DLC, I definitely used Perils more. I don't know why, but that just seems to be how it is. It just seems like the post-DLC world doesn't afford you the time to speculate on perils as much. And I feel like I'm not gonna here, because I don't know. I think with the situation I'm in right now, pack morsels is just gonna have to be it. As we said, I need morsels. I would have preferred like a morsel miner that I could, because now it's like there's no magic here, so I can't consume remove it. You know, like we're still in that problem right now. The no unit draft really hurts, but we need a unit. Quick health. Damn. Damn, dude. Oh, that really does suck. That is pretty much as bad as not getting a unit in this scenario. What the hell, man? Well, it has to be Morsel Master, if anything. That sucks. Well, we'll give it some health. I'm not even going to bother re-rolling. Ooh. Yeah, this seed is probably going to take... Oh, NSC unit draft, but look at that. Horrible trial. We have to take this unit draft. Oh, and I'm not... Man, Well... I guess we set up mid. It's my best bet. Gosh, but then there's... Double Scourge Shuffler makes it really, really unlikely for me to find this. Well, we'll kill him because we're sweeping. So much has to go correctly for me here, but I just can't imagine I don't take this unit draft. I'd rather just die here than not get a unit. We have to take this. So I could maybe set up bottom, but I want to give myself time. You know, I'm already going to have... Like, this guy can't kill them anyway. I'm already going to have... Fuck, I don't know. Already going to have issues. I don't know, maybe I have to go top. Because the thing is, a lot of this is reliant on me finding pack morsels before too long. But if I go top, then what if I draw Crypt Builder next turn? You know? It also means I have to frontline the Morsel Master, which means I can't put health on Tethys, which means I don't get that many hits in on the boss. The reason I have to frontline is because Tethys will just get fucking destroyed here by these units. And it'll be 3 damage here and 4 damage in the next wave. Yeah, this sucks. Complete ass. Could do top. Boy, I just don't know, man. I think we gotta go mid. I gotta do it like this. I mean, at least this guy has a bunch of health. If anything, that'll give me something. Alright, this is only 3, but I mean, that still kills here, so... Alright, we do get this at least. Damn, but because I went mid, I can only put one of them down. That ain't good. Well, it is what it is. Can I... That would be 4 damage. Yeah, it doesn't work. Can do that though. I'll try to redraw that maybe. We'll see. Probably impossible to. I mean, if I would have got either of these space prisms, that would have bailed me out. But yeah, that ain't happening. We're just going to live with that floor. Put some damage in here. Not the turn we wanted to draw that, but at least it's some damage. Maybe I can get, I don't know, we only got 2 things of spell weakness anyway. Alright, well, we live here, but yeah, it's a lot of damage. Hopefully the unit draft is worth it. Okay, we do get offering token, but maybe I'm desperate enough to take an ice tornado? I don't know. Pretty sure we just take the offering token. We may have an incant unit at this unit draft, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to take this. I don't think the other stuff is that good for me. Okay. Now, if I don't get an incant unit, we definitely want the making of a morsel. That's just an easy take there. We don't get an incant unit. Fuck. Well, there's a Titan Sentry at least. Can't imagine I take anything else. I mean, that is significantly better than the others. But yeah, I guess I'm glad I didn't take the perils now, because our chances of getting an incant unit are significantly less. If we go here, we probably still want to try for another Umber Vanna unit. I need some sort of plan here. And then we might, like, Endless is ideal, but Large Stone is acceptable. Large Stone on the Titan Sentry alone will carry me through this fight if we find it. Got a lot of money too. Okay, we get Endless anyway. Just gonna take that now. Do I care about finding a Large Stone or not? If not, I can just put the 25 health in this right now. Thing is, I might want to re-roll before looking at this. It might inform my decision. Would it though? Because if isn't like pretty much the only thing I'm looking for would be a rare or alloy anyway, and there's nothing that would change that decision of taking it or not. Yeah, if that's the case, let's take it. Wow. Wow. Okay, we do. Now I have a conundrum in that maybe I want to re-roll for Large Stone. Then again, I don't know. Maybe we just keep 25 so it leaves it at 2 pip. If I leave it at 2 pip, then I can actually play it all 3 floors on Relentless in a lot of cases. And I could do that anyway in a lot of cases too with Large Stone. But yeah, I may want to hold my gold here because next unit draft is where we're making our bones. So, boy, this really is a rough seed. Also, if I don't get offered Titan Sentry here or here, you know, I mean, I would still take a incant unit over it. We have another problem of like this Hellvent sucks, but maybe I have to do that to like self-infuse a Titan Sentry. I think we just settle for this. I don't really want to spend money upgrading, and might as well overstack this. Or if it's a cavern that like has a unit, I might as well allow it to overstack. So let's check this before we take that. I'm probably going to take that 15 shard thing there. Well, obviously this doesn't do anything for me right now. But I do feel at least a little comfortable with my endless health increased Titan Sentry here. That maybe I could just take the Emberstone speculatively. The other option is Wormkin Etchings, which really doesn't do anything in this current setup. It's an okay combo for it though, because there's a lot of good consumables for Umbra, but we're already past the point of finding the dust. So we have these good consumables, but these aren't really consumables I necessarily want to replay. Pack Morsels is less important to me as well right now. Whereas the Umberstone would be pretty okay. We'll just take it speculatively. I think even on 15 health, and I'm going to take shards here. I think we're okay. This could be something really good. Housing probably no, as we've determined the steals from here on out are very bad. I mean, this is like the only one I could even realistically hit, maybe. Not that I may not end up not needing it if we don't find any more units. This would be a wild seed. If this turns out to be like the only unit that I actually realistically have is Titan Sentry, And I have to somehow find a line to win with Titan Sentry only and Tethys. Well, I would be glad that I took Spell Weakness Tethys, I guess. I don't know how I would ever make that work in Divinity, though. And we're going to have to find a way. Man, so it's not Parastone Housing. Between Split Anvil and Refracting Lenses do we care? Because Split Anvil has some hits in this combo. I already have a hit with 2 of my cards. Crypt Builder and Umbra Stone. That would also make it so if I do somehow find an incant unit and I don't find Conduit, or it's also just hard to fit Conduit on a floor sometimes. You know, all these scenarios together, Split Anvil becomes pretty good. I'm leaning towards Split Anvil. Refracting Lenses might be nice just to get some health back. This is also a fight that might... I don't think it'll leak because I got the Titan Sentry. I think we take the Split Anvil. Yeah, Split Anvil. I mean, Refracting Lens is really powerful too. I already have 3 consumables that are 0 cost, so it's like so much HP. Should I just take that? I mean, the crit. Let me think. Crypt Builder. The Umbra Stone is not replayable. Oh, and Umbra Stone, for what it's worth, would be another bit of health. I mean, this is so much fire health. It is so much fire health. I also, if I'm Ember Draining, which right now I'm not really, but Crypt Builder isn't necessarily something I can work with this, so it's like Crypt Builder sometimes doesn't even proc with a Split Anvil. And the Umbra Stone is a one and done. Man, what if I find like Ancient Synergy or something though? With Spell Weakness Tethys, that could be pretty important. I also just don't know how much I'm leaking to have to need Refracting Lenses. I mean, really the main hits right now would be Ancient Synergy, I guess. Like, I can't think of too many other 3 costs that I'm on the lookout for from here on out. So maybe it is Refracting Lenses. Yeah, we'll just do that. If I regret it, I regret it. Let's make a removal. I'm obviously not going to need money coming up. Well, maybe. I'll make 1 removal. And it'll be a Steward, I guess? I don't know. Maybe. Alright. You go there. I could feed some stuff to Tethys. I think we'll go mid with Tethys. There's no haste to this fight. Okay. 60 health. I'm going to give some health to Tethys just so she has some. I'll give some attack to Titan Sentry. Alright, 1 short there, whatever. So, there's 2 ways we could do this. I mean, with the frickin' armor, of course, Plank's never going to do anything anyway, but we still have that making... We still have the making of a morsel. Like, am I better off feeding stuff to my Titan Sentry? Which would eventually go in front of Tethys anyway. I already put enough health that she really isn't going to die. And then I just feed to the Sentry. I think I do that. I can hit. Oh, why didn't I Plink? I'm so dumb. That is so dumb. What am I doing? Oh no, I just realized how much I fucked up. Alright, you gotta give me a break. Give me a mulligan on this one. I'm rusty. It's been a long day. I know we do no reloads here, but we're gonna just count this as not a reload, okay? I'm fucking up. We're gonna do everything the same anyway. I'm just gonna like remedy my mistake here. I think I still put the health here. Put these here. Do that, but I do want to actually get my plink off this time, and I don't want to put my morsel whatever with, you know who. Otherwise, it's the same. Okay, it really didn't change much there, but I do want the Titan Sentry to not be in the back. Probably would have been a good reason to put this in front. Okay, especially because we got that this turn. Okay, prediction, nice. I think we'll do this. Might as well get the double value. That was actually pretty pointless. Yeah, whatever. I do like Tethys getting pushed to the back, though. I don't know that I play this. I would get Ember Drained if I did it, but I suppose that's fine here. There's not like a whole lot for me to do otherwise. Alright, we can get some value out of the you-know-what here. Oh man, that two... Okay, one spikes, I was going to say. Hey, wait, oh... I don't know why, but I thought that I took the split anvil. Well, that was dumb. Could have sworn I took the split anvil, but apparently not. Alright, let's get this here. Okay, we can plink that. Nice. Plink is actually able to do things here. Unfortunately, this just has to go here, I guess. Sure. I don't want to break this spell weakness, so I guess this is the turn. And I do want this frostbite to hit, so we're just going to let that happen. The lifesteal here will be nice. Actually, just get back my health. Do a ton of work there. And I could probably benefit from doing that. For the record, I didn't click that, but okay. I didn't mean to, but sure. I guess I'm taking more damage. Let's do this. Alright, you get in there. Well, damn, not the best turn to be drawing that. Pretty sure I gained more from doing this, though. It's only one spell weakness, but I still just don't really benefit from playing anything here. Oh, you're just dead, okay. Didn't see that part. Okay, that's another one that would have actually benefited from the split anvil. I hope I don't regret not taking that split anvil. I'm already starting to. But, you know, these aren't necessarily good for me. Either way. I'm pretty sure I take the deep offering, though. I don't know. Blazing bolts is better than you think. Would have been sure a lot better, though, if I could make my tech cost 0. As we said, we are finding a lot of Merchant of Magics in our future, most likely, so I can definitely get its cost down. It'd be a fine target for a -2. So would Deep Offering. So Deep Offering would also be easier to justify. If it's giving me 5 health, it could proc the Crit Builder. Could help me dig if I need to dig, but right now there's just 0 reason to really dig. Blazing Bolts. I'm leaning toward Blazing Bolts, actually. I can't really play it comfortably right now. But I don't know. Here's the thing. We're probably most likely finding a holdover, which can go on offering tokens, so that would be like probably my holdover target. Then Crit Builder is very easy to play. Then Blazing Bolts is my only expensive spell at that point. And it can do some damage, especially considering I got the spell weakness. And especially considering, at least until Divinity, all of the squishies will be killed by Titan Sentry. So this is really, like, doing some good damage to tanks. I think we do that. Okay, there's an alloyed construct, which I do have some okay ways to make work. Blech. No Stygian unit, huh? Well, now we're in a tough spot. I was really hoping to see a Siren here, or at least a Titan Sentry, so... Because now it's like, there's the alloy, but... At the end of the day, I still only have the one making... the one morsel miner. And then I have the one consumable, which maybe we find a consume remove. But then it's Plinks, which ain't gonna do shit. And then it's, on top of that, a horrible hell event that I'm going to have to hit no matter what, probably anyway. I guess the worst case scenario is a Stygian unit is like double sweeper, or like sweeper and guard of the unnamed, because I'm just trying to think of my scenarios here. Like, if I could find, let's say I take the alloy, which I'm probably going to have to do here. If I find an incant unit, no harm, no foul, I'm just going to ditch alloy and my morsel master right here at the vortex. I mean, the Siren still isn't that powerful, because no matter which Siren it is, it's going to be at 10 health for a long time. All the way past Arcus, because there's no Merchant of Steels between here and there. And, that's the only steel I can realistically hit, so it's only a 50-50 for multi. But I do have the Umbra Stone. Also, it's what is chased, right? Chased, so if it's Nameless Siren, it's not... I don't even know that that's better than Allied Construct at that point. We may just... If it's like Nameless Siren and not Siren of the Sea, I probably won't take Nameless Siren, and I'll just stick with Alloy. Here's the ideal scenario, I guess. I think about it. Allied Construct I take. We find a Titan Sentry here, self-infuse it. Then this Hellvent can be used to self-infuse the alloy, and I just need to... if I self-infuse a Titan Sentry here, then that's fine. I will get through these rings just fine, and then I can self-infuse the alloy, and then I'll have a game plan there. Hopefully at one of these Merchant of Magics, I can either... At that point, I would put holdover on the making of a morsel. If I can't find holdover, at least I should hopefully find a consume remove for my pack morsels. I think we have a plan here then. So alloy it is. Hopefully this works. Also alloy, obviously less reliant on finding a good upgrade at the one steel that I can hit. Definitely we go pip. Or draw. Alright, consumer move. Okay, we got that. Sucks that we're at 215 gold, because obviously I have to take that. But then what if it's a holdover on the other end? 1 out of 3 for that. Spell chain, Pierce. Pierce we probably take. Okay, well this is like the scenario I didn't really expect. So it's not Nameless Siren, it's not Titan Sentry, but it is Siren of the Sea. Is that better than Alloy at this point? Because I don't have... Man, I should have checked... Oh, man. I should have checked the Tethys thing before this. If I was... Why did this scenario not cross my mind? So... Oh, man, this is yucky. I do feel like the Siren of the Sea is better than the Allied Construct here. And it also means I can re-roll and not take consumer move here. Because here's what I'm thinking. Like, as we said, I got a magic here. I got a magic here. If I don't buy the consumer move, then I can make a double energy upgrade here, and that's fine. So double energy, double energy. I guess we're still going to self-infuse Titan Sentry, and then I guess we're skipping that magic, but then here we go double energy. So that's 6 energy reductions. If If I don't get Conduit, I might just get Conduit here, and then I'm in the clear. I'm trying to think how realistic is a incant deck. And let's say I never find Multi-Strike, which is pretty damn likely. That's not the end of the world because I do have Umberstone. But let's not overestimate how good that is. It's not that good. But because we'll have a self-infused Titan Sentry, this is workable. This is workable. I think we do take the Siren and abandon this Umbra bullshit. Yeah, let's do that. You're gone. And you're gone. Then we should immediately get this down in cost. It was not a -2, right? It was a spell chain. Now I could spell chain. Now most likely we're not putting anything into the Siren. I just don't have any reason to. And I don't like the self-infuse on it. I'm not blowing a Hellvent on that. I guess the other thing I could do is just put it into the Titan Sentry, oddly enough. Then it gets a 1/1 and incant. I mean, that would actually immediately be okay, but I don't think so. I don't think that makes much sense. I've never done that, and let's not try it now. Well, I could pierce this now, and then just live with it being a 2 cost, or I could hold out and try to get a -2 on it. Pretty sure we end up just piercing this, though, right? Isn't that, like, the best? Let's see if we're getting a holdover or not. Do I hold out for a -2 on this when I can just get it to a 1 already? Let's just get it to a 1 already. This is like, we're taking this for immediate help. Let's see if we can get a holdover. 85, 85. There's a chance it's 120, so I don't want to buy that, even though I do want that. It's double stack. Well, that's like the worst. Well, Surge Stone on a Plink, that's a fine at least. But yeah, not the greatest. We'll get that into 1 though. We want to play that a bunch and get it up to speed. I will put the Pierce, I guess. I wanted to put it there, but I don't know. I guess my chance of holdover is a little bit less now because I'm not hitting as many Merchant Magics. Let's put the Pierce on this then. Now this is a playable. And I don't know if we spell chain. Let me think. I'm 35 shards. I'll go to 50 there. Then I'll go to 25 self-infusing the Titan Sentry. I got 25 shards to make up otherwise. That's just 2 of these type of upgrades. Is a spell chain here good enough? It's really... I don't know that it is. Yeah, we'll just cool it for now. Okay, we get Conduit. Definitely taking that. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel a hell of a lot better. I'm so dumb. I'm like pretty tired. This is not a good seed for me to do tired, but I was planning on checking this before I locked in my final Blazing Bolts upgrade. Because then if I knew that, this is where the Pierce would go. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The Pierce is still probably better than Ice Storm, honestly. So it's not the end of the world. I need to hold some of this gold to go to the next magic with. But yeah, with Conduit, I think we're pretty good here. I may even have to think about... Okay, we want an intrinsic on Space Prism. Let me think, would I ever want a space... or a spell chain Space Prism? Because there is a world where maybe I don't Hellvent the Titan Sentry for self-infuse. And instead I just go with 3 Sirens. And... if I set up mid for that, which is likely because of Tethys, then I need a spell chain on one of these Space Prisms to do that. I don't think we're doing that. I think self-infused Titan Sentry is too good to pass up. We're just going to run... My final Hellvent just probably goes on to whatever Siren is, and hopefully we hit some pay dirt at this Merchant of Steel for it. Alright. So I'm not spell chaining. I'm just trying to... I don't want to overestimate my power while the Titan Sentry isn't self-infused and my Siren is a 10-10. I really need this money, but that is a tough trial. We'll do it. Alright, you go there. I could put everything down here. I think that makes sense. Why not, right? Or just all of that, I should say. Okay, I hope one of those dies. I might have fucked up, because I do need to play you-know-who on the mid. Once it comes to time to do the other thing. We're going to do this here, which does suck about... Well, this guy will at least kill this, and maybe I can try to greed for... whatever the rest of that is. I don't care about redrawing these morsels, so we're just going to do that. Yeah, let's let this through, and I am very likely to be able to kill it next turn. That way I can play this and this. Wow, that was interesting. Yeah, I'm still going to let that through because I need that to die, but we'll do that. Which didn't actually, I think, really do much more damage on it. Alright, let's kill this with that, I guess. That is not a good health total for this guy to be on. I guess that's why we have the Siren here. But yeah, that's obviously not the greatest. Could have saved more damage actually by just playing that morsel in front, I suppose. I actually do want to do this, I guess. Well, let's see if we can get something else. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, I suppose we just do that. Do I want to let those stay? I mean, let's see. I don't think so. Yeah, we're fine. This is good. Okay. It's hopeful. Titan's Teeth. Well, Guardian Stone could be an option, actually. Put that on a Siren. I don't think I need the Titan's Tooth. I already have the Sentry, I already have Ice Storm and a Blazing Bolts. Guardian Stone gives me something to put on the Siren. And that would be my 25 shards if I never find anything better at these temples. All it does is a measly 5 attack reduction, but that would allow me, like, potentially to even, I don't know, maybe go top with Tethys. Either way, I think we want it. That is actually, I don't usually like that infusion, but in this scenario it makes a lot of sense. Grovel, Feast, Kindle. Don't think we like any of these, right? Yeah, those ain't working. I mean, that's pretty common. It's pretty common for the uncommons of Umbra to be skips because they're horrible. Wait, I think they're worse than the banners. Every now and then I can make an alloy work. Like, those are just things to support alloy, you know? At any rate. This being cost reduced, I suppose, is the best thing for me right now because I'm definitely going to take a second point of conduit and at that point, Crypt Builder's just a 1 cost already. We put... What do we got here? 30 in Pierce. We'll put a pierce on this now. And I could do that. It might be overkill. Because again, I probably am... I might want to keep this to 110 shards if I can. So this is the one that makes the most sense right now. We'll do that. I only need to put this on one of my sirens anyway, I think. I don't know that that's 100% true. I don't think we're going to do the 30 at any rate. I don't think it's really that necessary. A simple 10 here is fine. A simple 10 there could eventually be fine, but I might just... If I don't have any better ember reductions, it'll just go there eventually. I mean, these kind of suck. I will admit that. Although I guess I could put that back to 2. I don't know. I don't really want to see that card back, but at that point, I'm able to essentially use it twice. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to make it a 0. Hold my gold for better stuff. And removals. So it could be stealth boss, but with a Titan Sentry, even uninfused, we're not really worried about that. Could also remove for 90 bucks here. I think I'm going to do this now. Is that premature? Because I got this temple I could do that at. This temple we use for the Titan Sentry. I don't think we need to put these shards in yet. It can just be a separate unit for now. Yeah, let's not jump the gun on the shards. So I could remove here. Obviously just going to a useless Hellvent node next turn. And the only nice thing about the Steward is it can eat some morsels in some cases, but I don't think that's really all that necessary. Still, these lances are pretty bad, to be honest. I don't know, they're everything. They're not that bad. They are incant things at the end of the day. Let's just get rid of the Steward. Okay, we're alright. We're alright. Let me double check my math here. I do the Titan Sentry here, and then I do the Guardian here. I would never have any other thing I want to do. Even a Glacial Seal would not be better. Yeah, let's do that. Mark of Invasion should be pretty free. Is it? It could kill my Tethys. And we definitely want all 3. It couldn't really though. Yeah, it can't really. Can't think of too many scenarios here where like if I start Siren and no Sentry, I don't think there's any scenario I lose my Tethys here or the Sentry. Alright, we will start. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. I guess we do this. I don't know. I think we just... Yeah. Okay. Alright, Blazing Bolts is ready to go. Definitely gonna kill that thing. Could have put one of these down and got enough armor to survive this, so oops on that. But it's all good. We'll just do this, because I can do these here. And I will actually let that come back, I guess. I don't know. Then I can get my health back eventually on the Siren. Or just put it on the Sentry, who knows. Better here, huh? Especially if the weird health total. Do I want incants or do I want that thing to not hit me for 25? I'm going to go for incants. It's actually been so long since I did an actual incant deck like this that I kind of having to like reacquaint myself with how to do it. Okay. That dies. Those all die. I want this thing to die, so no sense playing anything down there. Alright, you're back with full health, which is beautiful. Hey, look at that. And then I think we just do these as incants. I mean, this thing... getting a lot of value out of the incants, so... Okay, I didn't think I would actually, like, not be able to kill this, though. So, I suppose that's a mistake. Then again, I'll get my health back, so no harm, no foul. He still has 5 stacks. I'll give that to you. I'm going to block a hit there. And for the coup de grace... Alright. This run's starting to feel better. I hope I'm not getting too cocky here, but it's starting to feel better. This looks like a skip to me unless we think Ice Storm is needed. I don't really think it is. Yeah. Ember Cache. Theoretically, Ember Drain could be an issue. If I'm Ember Drained 3 times. I mean, if I don't find multi, hopefully I find quick. Let's put it that way. If I don't find multi or quick, then we're just gonna, like, riot. Because obviously we're screwed at that point. But, yeah, like, what else would I do here? I mean, the engine upgrade is useless to me. The Crucible extension is pretty useless to me. The Ember Cache is potentially useful. It's a good incant card, if anything, so we'll take it. It might be a soft counter to Pyre Wings if I don't have a direct counter to it. Hey, I got my health back there. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to Hellvent the unit first. Alright, Titan Sentry, it's been a long time coming. We finally can self-infuse you, and you will be all the better for it. And then eventually, next, after we crush Arcus here, we will, spend that final bit of shards. I don't know if I do 30. I mean, that could be some much-needed removal if I don't find multi-strike. I feel like Relentless is pretty good with the fact that I'm going to have double Siren with extra armor, 2 armor incant a turn, and a pretty good amount of incants. I don't know that I need that. I do need to keep my shard count low. I'm not like super powerful still, but I see a narrow line here already. Just preparing for, no quick, no multi. That's the thing I need to really just prepare for. We should put everything down at the bottom, I think. Especially since we already have the Space Prism anyway, the Umbra Stone. If I find Intrinsic... There's a world where I could actually just... No, never mind. I was like, there's maybe a world where I run everything bottom anyway, just in general. But no, that doesn't make sense. I don't think we want Morsel Jeweler. We're just going to throw that away then. Rally, that's fine. Probably should have started with whatchamacallit, but whatever. Alright, the stealth is gone after this. take the health. We don't want to put too much stuff here. But I will leave the 2 pip slots if I should so need it. He'll die anyway. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright. Did the music go away? It did. Okay. Where were we? Ooh, thankfully that guy cleared out a morsel for me. Nice. Hellborn Harvest. We ain't worried about that. I do need to make sure that guy dies. This guy will die just fine. Let's see if we can hit a plink here. We don't. I'm gonna try to hit that guy with a better spell than Lance. Yeah, one of these grats will do just fine. Or that. Either or. Okay, I guess we're gonna waste our 1 spell weakness here, but that's fine. I would like to get a bunch of incants. And we'll just finish him off with whatever spell. That'll do, pig. Second Emberstone. Or gifts. Am I cocky in thinking I don't need gifts in this deck? It's probably one of the better gifts I've been offered because there's no Diligent. And I got a lot of just useless cards that it could hit, but... And even the good ones, if it hits them, it's not the end of the world. But it is kind of unplayable past a certain point. I feel like the Umberstone might be better, / maybe I just skip here. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I guess in the scenario that I don't find multi, I don't find quick, maybe that second Umberstone is relevant. Even if I'm having trouble really thinking out. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, 3 tanks. 3 tanks, they got armor. They're not that hurt by the sentry. I'm most likely mid. Both having trample could be good. Both these sirens. So we'll take the second one. And definitely draw. There's a world maybe I go pip, but nah. Alright, here's our moment of truth. Will we be getting multi-quick? Let's hope. -2. That could go on the Umberstone. So we got a 1 out of 3 for multi now. Let's take a look at this artifact. Vapor Funnel. Over Firewall. Seems reasonable. Not the greatest. My thought right now is like, I got a lot of money, so it's not like I'm unable to do quick and then like reroll for a multi potentially here. On the other end of things, I don't know. The run still doesn't seem incredibly strong. It's incredibly solid. And like, okay, before I forget, oh, this would be devastating. Before I forget, let's do this. I guess my thought is like, the Runestone might accomplish more or less what the Quick would accomplish anyway. It's certainly better, I think, for Relentless. But the Quick would be good for Pyre Wings in particular. And is Pyre Wings scary enough to me when most of my deck technically costs 0 anyway? But I do need to play Titan Sentry. And I'm going to have 3 units. And I'm going to have 3 Ember. A lot of the time I can kill Pyre Wings, though. This is the worst scenario, is that I don't kill Pyre Wings. I get hit on my main floor for 3 Ember Drained units, and Titan Sentry dies that turn on the other floor, which then causes me to need to, to not be able to replay Titan Sentry. On top of that, that would all have to happen with me not drawing an Ember Cache. I feel like that's a lot of things that have to go wrong for me to have to play around it and take a quick here over the Runestone. Because here's the thing, I take the Runestone, and outside of that scenario, that one scenario that I just listed off, outside of that scenario, then Runestone's better. And cheaper, so I might be able to afford more either upgrades or artifacts. Certainly on Divinity, the Runestone I think is better. But am I underestimating Chaste? Because I mean, outside of the Crit Builder, I don't have a good, consistent way to actually kill that Pyre Wings before it hits me. We also might run into Pyre Wings just as a group. But that's less bad because I have... Titan Sentry never dies in that fight. And I only got the 1 Siren right now anyway. Even the Crit Builder doesn't kill the sharded up Pyre Wings. So, maybe I should be taking quick here? Let me think about this. I don't know though, it's like, that extra armor, especially if I have to set up mid. It's not intrinsic, right? Purge, man, that is the worst I could have got here. So we're taking the 15, I go to 110 anyway. Actually, no, I Hellvent a unit that actually has shards. I forgot about that part too. So that's another like 15. I don't know that I can take this. And I won't. And that money might be good. It might just be an extra removal as well if I don't take the quick. Well, let's say I take quick, I reroll, and there's no multi, which is likely. It's 2/3 likely, but it's like 100% likely. I could take the quick and still find Runestone, I guess. Can't take the Runestone and still find quick. That's something to consider as well. Or I don't find the Runestone, but at least I find a Heartstone, hopefully, or at least a Battlestone. I'm guaranteed to find one of the above, or Damage Shield. Any of these things gives me initial survivability. I think I'm talking myself into quick here. Yeah, we'll take the quick. It starts to make sense. It ironically makes the least sense when I find Multi-Strike, actually. I am happy to find it, don't get me wrong, but now I'm like, did I just fuck myself over? Well, obviously we take multi. There's no way I'm not taking that. But now I'm just trying to think, what am I gonna do about survivability? Oh, this is weird. We're good on Seraph. That fight is taken care of. I don't know if we're good on Divinity because I'm just trying to think of the scenarios here. Like, well, I don't have to Hellvent the Siren anymore because it has multi. What if I just set up the bottom floor with everything? Is that crazy? it's wasting my quick. Well, it's an option. I think I still Hellvent the Siren. I'm just trying to think what the hell I'm going to do here. This is definitely awkward. The whole thing is still just weird to set up. Without it ever, we didn't hit any intrinsic, which is wild. We had a lot of temples in this run. Well, either way, we'll go here. I think we're good for now, at least. But yeah, Tethys is ever so fragile as usual. Heaven's Seal on this? God, I did not want to fight the Pyrewings, I ain't gonna lie to you. I did not want to fight them. Heaven's Seal is brutal on them too, and this is not the boss we wanted. This boss could pose a problem to us. Ay, 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 ay. Gosh, I really feel like I need that money, but maybe I don't. And the Umbra artifacts aren't very good. There's still some good Stygian ones in there. I don't need to spend too much money. I don't really need a bunch of removals. We may have to skip this trial, which really sucks. But that does seem ever so increasing of a possibility here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I can take this. I mean, I have the refracting lenses, vapor funnel, but that's not gonna... I can literally go from like 140 down to like 50 health on one sharded up Pyrewings getting there with full health. And if two of them get through, then I'm dead. They're very likely to get through. I mean, I can't really punch through... Like, I got the one Siren, and I'd have to punch through two tanks in some scenarios. I hate Pyrewings. I hate them. Alright, we'll be Ember Drain, but what are you going to do? For this fight... Shit. I don't know. Am I putting Tethys bottom? I don't think I can here. Well... It is what it is. See, this is like, what if this was the divinity fight? What do I do in that scenario? Am I putting Tethys down here? Because then I Hellvent this Siren and it is completely... It hasn't completely gone to waste, because eventually I can fit the extra Siren on the floor, but without intrinsic, you know, we have our issues. Okay, that dies. We just play these out. We have to maximize all in. Oh man, I didn't even factor in the second, you know. I was only thinking about these. I am so glad that I did not take the trial here. We 100% would be dead if I did that. So I'd just like to point out that I am a genius for not taking it. Vapor Funnel kills that, so we don't have to kill it. And suppose we won't. Guess this is like the worst turn to draw all these, yeah. Could have done that before and I'd just given them armor, but that would have required being smart, which is, I guess, not something that I am. Probably won't need that. This can just die. Of course. Oh, whatever. Boy. Thank God we didn't take that trial. And this is already gonna hurt. Look at that. I wish it would preview this. I always forget that, like, Siren is not necessarily that good. Like, for real. I don't know. This could still come down to the wire. Hopefully not. I told you this ain't the boss we want, but sure. Alright, at least we got that. I think Titanus Scrat would have done it there anyway. But sure. Urchin Spines here seems good. Okay, Gemtrove. What about Crucible Extension? Like, how badly do I need to set up bottom? Trying to think here. I mean, Gemtrove is hella expensive. There's no temple. I'd have to definitely spend both my energy upgrades on it. Granted, that's fine. I don't have anything else to do it on. Let me think. I do wonder if Crucible Extension is the call, though. I don't think we need this, given that I have the floor-wide armor. But this I might need, because not for my overall ending amount of pip, but to increase the odds that I find pip and make things less awkward for myself. If that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I think I do need it for that, though. Okay. We are down on money. Better than being dead. Horrible, horrible, decent. I still maintain that this should just say gorge triggers, or morsels are eaten an additional time. That's just what it should be. Wouldn't even be that good. But like, it might be takeable here. Not really, I wouldn't even take it here. Tethys Scales is probably worth. That's going to be a lot of my money. I am going to take this, even though we're helveting. Okay, Seaweed, Mark of an Exile could give me 5 extra health. That's pretty irrelevant, to be honest. Well, if I want to set up top, it's not. If I want to set up top, it's not. I'm getting 2 armor a turn. I can incant 5 times a turn pretty easily. And I feel like the Seaweed is the call here, though, for sure, right? I mean, that's 50% of the time taking care of the Pyrewing problem. It's taking care of overcharged tanks. It could take care of even, like, Scourge Shuffling Boss. Could take care of incant armor stuff. Yes, we take that. Yeah, this isn't that good anyway. Let me just see how much gold I'm working with here. So we'll go 10 there. That will be good. Now that's hitting harder and replayable still. Double stack, shit stack we'll call it. Alright, let's see. If I do this, I'm down to 260. And then I reroll, and there's no way I afford anything. So obviously Tethys Scales is not as good as double incant. But it might be the best possible thing I could have outside of that. Let's just do a quick look over the things. So as far as Stygian goes, I mean, there's other ones that would be nice, but Founding Seal would be the best. Cuddlebeard would be okay. I don't know that it's better than Tethys Scales, though, for what I need. Even Totem Fragment might not be better, because I'm already getting Totem Fragment anyway, unless I'm actually setting up top, which I'm very unlikely to do. I might set up top, I don't know. I don't know, not for Seraph, but maybe on Divinity I do. There is a world where I have to. But I don't think this is massively... It's definitely better than Tethys Scales in that scenario, but it's not massively better. Then Umbra, I just can't imagine there's anything here. I mean, Chain of Gems actually would be pretty good, but it would be bad for Titan Sentry when it gets replayed. But it'd be really good for when I don't draw a Titan Sentry until like turn 3. Everything else is pretty useless other than Mind Jacks is alright. And then as far as neutrals go, Cheater's Hand would be God tier. Not even kidding you there. That would be like fixing so many of my initial draw order problems. But it's one of many. One of many I could draw, because we didn't really visit many artifacts. We don't know how much of this isn't in the pool. Like, we know that Anvil's not in, we know that Salve's not in. But a lot of these are still potentially in there, and most of them are useless for me. If they're not useless, they're not as useful as 50% spell weakness. That mitigates a lot of damage for me, just to my units, you know. It mitigates Pyre Wings. I think we're just taking that. And then we'll spend probably just the rest on removals. So the Hellvent goes in Siren. I think we do need a second one. And the removals go to, I guess the Titan's Grat, unless I want to put 10 damage into a Grat and keep one of them. I could keep one of them. 75 does kill things sometimes. And let's make that 0. I want to play that every time that I see it without any issue. And I suppose Plink is my worst card at this point, other than the one Titan's Grat that we need to remove. I'll keep the other Umbra Stone. I forgot the other Umbra Stone. I guess I still keep that at 2 anyway, though. Might as well 0 cost the replayable card. And then I guess we just remove another Plink. And that's probably it. Well, we can re-roll just to see what it would have been. Yep, we made the right call. Light Stone Casing maybe, but yeah, it wouldn't have been better than what we got. Okay, let's do this. I feel like this is winnable, but Divinity could be dead if I draw very poorly. It is what it is. Okay, given this start, let's see, 11, 25, 25, that's 50, 61, 15 does the kill shot there. Granted, I'm probably keeping him alive anyway. Do I gain anything from setting up bottom here? I think I do. I think I do. Don't know that I wanted that to happen. Well, let's do this. Maybe I shouldn't have set up bottom, I don't know. Well, it is what it is. See, good thing I added this though, huh? If they're all dying, well, I need my sirens to not die. So there's that. Alright, as long as Titan Sentry still dies, we're good, but we do brick on both Tethys scales and the seaweed, which now makes this well, luckily we got the pack morsels, so all is well. All wouldn't have been well, but all is well. I can totally just play it all. So, this thing has a lot of health. Just get that out of there. That can hit me for a few, and that's fine. We need to focus on other stuff here. We really do need to, like... Man, my sigiled seaweed and Tethys... So, we have now lost 4 50-50s in a row, just to put that in perspective of how fucking bullshit that is, but okay. I may take one of them out. I do give up an incant to do that, though, whereas, like, if I just draw Ice Storm or Blazing Bolts next turn, then these get killed anyway. I think I'm going to gain this health back on the Divinity fight anyway. I think I really do just want to get, like, every incant possible here. I want the damage there anyhow. It's annoying that this guy, like, loses his spell weakness. That turned out as expected. I still have some consumables in the deck, it looks like. Gosh, we have hit... Oh, you know what? I probably was hitting Tethys scales, but this freaking bastard of a boss just, you know, did his thing. And removed it all. Okay, I did see it. It did hit Tethys scales there, but it still has yet to hit Sigiled Seaweed. Sigiled Seaweed might have to just, like, be fucking off the team here. Okay, we do need to kill that. I just forget how annoying Seraph the Chaste is. Okay, that guy will die naturally, so hopefully this takes out some of that back line. Okay. Let's start with that. Take that out. Bottom floor would maybe work for Divinity. Was that kill? Nice. I'm glad we took Blazing Bolts. It's been pretty good. It'll not be good in this coming fight. Okay, this is where it took down Lukewarm Toaster Oven. That's a rare sight, by the way. Okay. Let me just think through this. Like, my initial thought here is I just set up bottom because this seems really good to me. I got the initial pip. The only problem is that could maybe, if I don't draw, you know, there'll be 6 cards there because one of them is going to be Siren. That's in 6 of 20 cards. 2 of them are the Space Prism. I'd have to hit one of them if I'm going to put down the Siren in that scenario. Which kind of makes me want to go mid, but if I go mid, then it's like 18 damage to this. Like, then I'm starting to think, like, do I just set up top? Or do I just set up bottom? I waste a lot of damage by setting up bottom with the Sirens, but it's also by far the easiest way to keep my sirens alive. Let's say I can incant on average 5 times turn. That's enough to counteract the 11, but it actually isn't. 5 by 2. We're keeping in mind we have to keep Tethys alive. So I got 5 by 2, but the sirens themselves will live there because I'm getting 2 health on incant in addition. This is why I really wish I didn't have the quick. The quick didn't even help me at all, by the way. I would have much rather been having the armor incant would have been massively better than quick. Because I ended up just setting up bottom anyway on all these fights. But in this fight, do I change that up? Another thing is it's going to be harder to remove if I'm setting up top because I'm not getting my spell weakness applied from Tethys. I have to rely on Tethys scales at that point. I think we set up bottom and really hope that we get the other pip offered here. Just get these out of here. Okay, we get it. That is really good. Maybe I should have put the other siren in front there. Okay, this is fine. I can let that guy through. I don't think I need to worry about him. Like, we're really just, I think, more interested in... Okay, this or this. These really aren't scaling that much here. But I think we do this. I don't know, though. Yeah, I think we do it. I'm an idiot. I had Hell's Banners. I hope that... I won't reload that, but that was pretty bad. I noticed that right at the end. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Okay, Sigiled Seaweed. This is the worst Sigiled Seaweed of all time, by the way. We do need to do some damage here, but I'm thinking it has to be Crypt Builder. There's a chance I don't draw Crypt Builder. Is there a chance I don't draw Crypt Builder or Ice Storm? Because if I don't draw them, I'm definitely drawing like Excavated Ember, right? Or Offering Token, which then, like, what is the worst 7 cards I draw here? Am I losing Titan Sentry here? Let's see. I could block 16. Just one spell weakness. Okay, this guy will die anyway, so... What is the worst 7? 2 deadweights, obviously. 2 deadweights, Crucible Extension, that's 3... Sentry's living now, so I don't have to draw him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no matter what, I draw 7, and I have to draw 1 of Crypt Builder or Ice Storm, so I should save that. I think what I'll do is just damage that. So we oh, but he's scourging me. Damn it. Well, if I get... Okay, I tell you this. If I get the absolute worst draw there possible... Okay, we don't. That's fine. I should still try to get the Crypt Builder, though. Okay, there's the crypt builder. I could play it for free, but I'm better off just doing that. How do we want to do this? Okay, definitely don't want to lose the siren. Like 100% I don't want to lose that. Man, that's a lot of fucking damage. I can't really do anything there. Kind of sucks. Okay, these at least are taken care of. Guess we're just doing this, I don't know. I hate that they just keep getting spell shield. Like, I'm probably not going to be able to cash in on the spell weakness. Vapor Funnel should kill this without me needing to intervene. And then I can just kill this like that, more or less. This might not be the best health for Sentry to come in at. But it is what it is. Good. Oh, that was a beautiful Blazing Bolts. I think we got this. I got a lot of stats. Yep, we did it. We did it. Okay, that was one of the... And I can even cash in on that, which is nice. That was definitely a tough seed. Holy crap. But it wasn't without at least some value to be had. It could have been worse, let's put it that way. I could have not found Multi-Strike. I could have not found a Siren. I could have not found a Titan Sentry. I mean, we've seen Egg Stapler seeds like that, but that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was definitely one of the worst seeds. Like, I'm fresh off my 100 win streak, let's put it this way. In a normal game, you rarely see one like that. Just because that early game was pretty bad. And that's one where, if you encounter it in the wild, I had the sort of prep, the preparation knowledge that this was going to be a super cursed seed, right? So we also just sort of played with more care in mind. But we got it done. Certainly didn't get the 77k that Tankolicious had. We'll see what they did. I'm guessing some sort of infinite. Yeah, that was a narrow one. But I will take it. Let's see what they did. So they have full conduit, Siren with Morsel Master, but nothing, no actual upgrades. So they just didn't even go to that the Merchant of Steel, which is fine. I mean, when you looked at the map, like, the Merchant of Magic had the better node on it, so, like, that's fine. They have the Sentry, did not self-infuse, so similarly, they skipped that low-value Hellvent, so it seemed like they just sort of went for the higher-value sides. Speculated on the Perils. Oh, that's interesting. So there's no... Well, we don't know that there's no holdover, but I would assume there's not if they never put it on the Perils. So what is the game plan here? There was an old magic, but it wasn't like a good one. And this is not... Oh, okay. Wormkin Etchings. And gifts. Interesting. See, this is one of those I could never put this together. This is like the experience of Tankolicious doing so many of those dailies. This is just what I'm assuming Because this seems like the something that you would put together for like a daily to just get like a turn 1 kill, which it looks like he got here. But I'd be lying if I said I understood it. Like, I don't really know what's going on here. I think it seems like they're probably just hope for like getting some combination of Deep Offering and Wormkin Etchings early, like first turn or two, and then putting together some really powerful just blasting of the enemy. Because then if you can play gifts a few times on like a crypt builder, which is already doing a lot of damage and piercing, you, I guess, just blast him with crypt builder then, I guess. And then Perils is there, I guess, just for Ember. Yeah, that one's over my head, but obviously it did the trick. And it had like really no issues either. Another tough thing with me with that type of stuff is like, I guess it's not, the Titan Sentry's still nice there because it allows you to navigate maybe some of those middle rings. Okay, so Lukewarm Torstraven had the same idea as us, but they took some different nodes. I do like the Runestone over the Quick. I think that probably was definitely better for them. I wish I had done that. Though I still suppose if we didn't find multi, maybe I have the better setup in that case, but I don't know. If I don't find the multi, maybe we just don't win. We have pretty much the same artifact setup, actually. Yeah, we all have pretty much the same artifact setup, other than Lukewarm Toaster found a Petrified Heart. That's pretty good for helping Tethys start out, and even the Sirens. I even wonder at that point, maybe I would still prefer the Quick, since I have that initial health, but I don't know. See, I do wonder, it's hard to say what he died from, but I do wonder if not self-infusing that Titan Sentry was like a big downside to his deck. So that is giving up quite a lot of AoE damage. Blazing Bolts. He went with the really big Blazing Bolts. They had the same... interesting. So they... Both Lukewarm and Tangalicious started Conduit. I guess it works, but... How much... Did they not take damage early on then? Took 20 there. No damage and 25. Oh no, that's me. No damage and 10 damage. So I took 25 there. 20. I'm surprised that Conduit start does better than my start, to be honest. Like, I don't even know how they're killing the bosses when the only damage in the initial deck was Titan's Gratitude. Yeah, that one surprised me that they didn't take any damage ring 1. I don't know how that actually worked out. Yeah, that one's very interesting to me. I feel like I don't even know. Yeah, if you want, let me know how did you guys do it ring 1? I mean, yeah. Even with skipping the trial, I'm just trying to conceptualize, like, how are you killing Scourge Shuffle boss? Maybe they didn't take the 10 shards early? Maybe that's it? I just feel like that boss is so hard to kill with just Conduit and no spell weakness and the 25 damage grats, but obviously it worked. So this player went full sweep. I don't know that I would have done that when you have the siren. I don't know about taking the siren without the intent to, like, if I take a siren and then I see conduit show up, I smash conduit every time there, I would think. Now, they didn't find multi on their siren, but they also had they had stuck with the alloy and went with the self-infuse on the alloy. And alloy they put the multi on, and a quick. So actually they did find the multi. They just decided to not go with the siren. I mean, at that point, why even have the siren, I suppose? Why don't we just focus on construct, alloyed construct at that point? This may be my criticism there. So it died on Pyre Wings, which isn't all that surprising, especially if they took the trial. That's another thing. Did everybody take that trial? Lukewarm didn't. Taylor's just took it, but I mean, given his deck, it makes sense. He can just one-shot everything. But yeah, for us, me and Lukewarm, it's like, that's tough, because I don't think there's any world we get through Pyre Wings. But this person did take the trial, and that probably was what killed him. I mean, there just isn't enough damage here. Even with a quad striking construct, there's just so much health you got to get through. And 90 shards would have been the same shard count we were at that point. And there's not a whole lot to feed him with. You know, you got the packed morsels. Not, you know, I assume there's no holder on this run, because I'm not seeing it on anything. Then you got the making the morsel. Your plinks will kill nothing on that fight. You got the grovel. I mean, you have some stuff, but it's like, you know, you're not guaranteed to get much damage out of those morsels is a thing. That's the problem with it. That's why I abandoned the alloy once I saw the siren. I'm like, I have had too many runs. Like I would have had to see like a shroud spike, I think, already in my hand to like be like, okay, I'll do alloy. Because it's like, I've had too many runs where I'm trying to scale my alloy, and the majority of my morsels are just the random stuff, and it just keeps giving me health. And then I have no damage, and I can't kill anything. So, my guess is something along those lines happened, and it just wasn't able to get through all this stuff. Otherwise, I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff. We're all taking the only good stuff that's getting offered on the run, you know. And then Mean got everybody else, I guess, is get taken out really early here. So did go conduit. Still didn't take any damage on ring 1. That one went full sweep. 37 on ring 2. Morsel Master. Yeah, I mean, Morsel Master was pretty much the only thing to take there. Did take, maybe this is a mistake for me, taking Offering Token instead of Crypt Builder. And maybe even Perils. Perils wouldn't have done anything for him in this fight, and neither would Offering Token. So basically, even though these are maybe the higher ceiling cards, it made it so now you're between a rock and a hard place where you want to take this unit trial, but you have basically a deck that can do literally nothing against that unit trial. I mean, think about it. You're never going to generate any morsels for this. You get your incant reduced on stuff that's doing no damage. And then you have a non-held over perils that just can give you a one-time rage 3. You know, that was just you're kind of doomed at that point. And that's a big reason why I don't like. I mean, I feel like the problem's like kind of twofold here. It's like when you start Tethys, that becomes hard. Then you add in the fact that you don't have any actual spell damage, and it becomes impossible. Say that they had sweep Tethys here, it probably still might be a loss. However, maybe there's a world where you could get enough. I mean, it's a Spikes boss, so probably not. But I was thinking like maybe there's a world where Titan's Grat allows you to survive with a spell weakness Tethys. Maybe let's say it was the single striking non-sweeping boss. In that case, I think, let's say this was the best deck you could put together, saying there was no Crypt Boulder offered, there was no morsels offered, and these were literally all that you could take. In that scenario, I think that Conduit can't win, but Sweep Tethys could win. Let's put it that way. That's why I just don't like starting Conduit a lot of the time. I like it much more if I'm starting like Crypt Builder or Ice Tornado in my starting deck. So also started Conduit. Also took no damage at all. Didn't I like actually take damage in the first fight? Okay, I didn't take damage, but I had to skip the trial. And kind of another, this is basically a similar story. They had the Mind Collapse, which would have been like marginally better than the Perils, because at least it could have took out one of the back. Actually, no, with the trial, it can't even take a backliner out. So like Mind Collapse also just is rough. I think you got to take the Morsel unit there, especially given that, Umbra Banner is up there. And then again, as much as you want the offering token, like I think you got to take Crypt Builder there. Shadow Eater. I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that. We also got the first Sinner Self Taker, I think, as well. And then Conduit on top of that. Offering Perils instead of damage. Yeah, this is kind of as doomed as it gets. I mean, I guess maybe the one nice thing here is that the Shadow Eater, even though it definitely isn't going to eat anything, at least it's a 1075, which is something. But yeah, I think that's pretty doomed at that point. So yeah, that was a pretty fun seed because it was just very narrow for most of it. For all of it, really. I mean, that was one of those where really there was no point I was like that comfortable. Ironically, probably like ring 4 through 6 was my most comfortable points, which is usually like the hardest part of any run. But the hardest parts of this run were the early rings and the end game, which is rare to have that be the hardest moments. But yeah, fun seed. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.